we have the brother, Mr. George. Now, I'm new to the area. I would like to know how you pronounce the true African name, sir.
Okay, just George, as we all know, that is a European name. But I have my, original name from the tribe where I come from. My tribe is higher. And the name I got from my grandpa, as any child who was born has to get the name from their grandpa. And my name was given as known as Mtalemwa, and my father's name, Lugemarila Kyomushula. Mtalemwa, it means the child who don't have to give up. It's like a keep a head up, never give up. Just forward ever and backward never. Yeah, and my father's Lugemarila.
Okay, we appreciate it. Just the other day, we're doing a follow-up right now on the I would say the personal and in-depth conversation we had once again with Miss Gwen Carter, aka Gwelu Sekel. It was powerful. Would you agree?
Yeah, yes I did.
Okay, well tell us a couple of things. What did you like about it? I mean, I know everything was great. I know it was a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
But just give us a couple of words starting out, what do you find out that stuck with you, doing an intimate, and I would say vital, critical conversation we had?
Well, first of all, I'd like to take this chance to thanks both of you, Miss Gwen and you, brother, for being able to invite us to such a powerful workshop which we're supposed to pay a lot for that information, and we just been here for free, and we train how to keep ourselves healthy. Well, the things which I can really appreciate is that there's other stuff which I didn't know. I thought there's some flowers over there in the garden, and I was be surprised to hear that those are not flowers. Those you can heal these, you can get these information like the sausage trees. Sausage trees I didn't even know were there. I just see the plants, some jungle plants. And it was amazing to say that you can get healed by that. When you boil it, you chop it down, there's snacks like cookies or whatever.
Yes.
And you can get healed by that for more than
various things.
Yeah, I was shocked, and I was okay. I got to listen before she changed my mind.
I just heard you spoke about one thing about those flowers. You referring to when we was walking over there in these in the Jura complex, and those flowers can't have the right name by right now, but you talking about it was dealing with helping out with the prostate.
Yeah.
And when you saw them, were they just sitting out there in plain view sight?
That flowers when I was young. When I was young boy, we used to have that in the garden in schools.
Okay.
And we have different type of them, and we just saw as a flowers. Every house back in the days in the 90s, because it was like a culture to have the garden in the house. You used to have that flowers. We used to call them common flowers. You can find anywhere, even in schools.
Wow.
And you can't believe. I know you can't, because we were together when you told me that flowers, and Miss Gwen told me the same thing. I was like, I saw these flowers in my life. I didn't know that we can use as for medication.
Yes, yeah.
And I was, I lost what consciousness. I saw these as the flowers, but I didn't know that they can heal.
Understood. I know. Once again, we had a deep conversation from. I asked this question. Where do you live again?
Where do I go? I like that question. When she asked me where do I live, I said I live here. I live in It's okay. Let show my apartment. Man, the answer was it was good. I didn't do the grammar, but in reality, I didn't know what she wants exactly to know. And when she gave me the answer, I leave, and I say, oh, that's true. So it was a philosophy, and it didn't get me right on the spot when she asked me where do I live. So philosophically, she made me to think when a person asks you very, very simple question that you can refer, but that's question might need a lot of IQ to answer.
To answer. Well, how did you feel about that though? You know, knowing that your temple from within matters more, sort of say, than one house you live in. How do you feel about that from now on? Here on out, how do you feel about that?
First of all, I feel like as you live in a temple or in a house, well, you got to take care of your house. You got to, if you live in this apartment, you got, washing your dishes, you washing your clothes. Put your apartment cool. And when she say, where do I live? And I say, I live where? And she explained to me, you live in your temple. Automatically, my temple is dirty because I didn't know I live inside, so I didn't take care of that. Because what I was thinking, where I live is my, my place.
Yeah, yes.
And you say you live in your temple, and you didn't know you live in there, so probably you're there messing around your temple.
Always.
So I feel like I didn't know where I live, so probably.
So from here on out, then, what are you have any short-term goals as far as your health? How you want to take charge, I would say, of that, and as the Gwelu Sekem also states, empowering you to be your own physician or a doctor. What do you see yourself in the next 3 months as far as your health there?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank God, the Creator, that I'm not, sick that too much.
Yes.
And I don't know why, but I'm thinking, so now maybe it might be the kind of food I eat without knowing they heal me. But in other ways also, I eat a lot of bad food, So now I have to know what to do to make my temple healthy and clean. So I will try to learn how to heal myself by using the plants, and how to save my own money by, finding the tree. I said, Miss Glenn, she told me that sausage tree right there, it cost me to, climb it and take those trees and cut it out, drinking. Bam! So it won't go to hospital to get the, health insurance and stuff like that. So I mean, from now on, if I know sausage tree anyway, I will remember how many diseases she said can heal. And she said, if I have a fever. So automatically, if I have a fever, I'll find, and I know the couple of places where I can find out.
Okay, there with that. So what you're basically saying right now is you're on that path. You know what I'm saying? You want to start ciphering between what's good and what's not good. Now, what about that one thing she did mention? And I know she said during the conversation we had, the real talk, she stated that there's one thing you guys probably gonna really get upset about, that she told you about the rice, I believe it was. The rice, yes. Now, do you see yourself in the next 6 months at least, working on that for your temple, sir?
Well, what you say about rice is a food which...
yes, sir, we're over here.
First of all, I was not happy because I love rice and beans.
Yes.
And when she said rice and beans, the food which makes you sleep is true. But in my mind, I always think when it's sleep, like you eat next to morning. In Swahili, we call it kipolo. It's like a food which is sleep, and then you boil it tomorrow. Kipolo. So I say, wow, it means that these foods can make me think and not thinking slow.
What term did she use? Drunk, I think it was?
She says it's drunken food. So you use drunken food, and that's why you're sleeping. And I agree with that because beans is like that. When you eat beans, I didn't know about rice, but when you eat beans, it's dry, kind of dry food, but that's the food we eat. That's the food. That's the food people love to eat. And
yes.
We didn't have those kind of information. We think that's the best food to eat. Yeah, everybody love it.
So do you see yourself actually even working on it. And,
You know that me, like right now, I'm living by myself. you
Okay,
know,
then.
And I don't know a lot of type of foods to cook, so this is gonna be a chance for me to discover more type of foods to cook, which I can feel and I can enjoy, except from rice and beans or meat or whatever. So I will learn how to like that juice you gave me.
yes.
That was that. When if you give me a bottle of juice like that and you give me a Fanta, I go for that juice. But because I know if I want sweeter, salty drink, I go for Fanta. So I go for Fanta automatically.
Yeah.
But if I have another option
Yeah.
of finding type of drink or food I would like to have, and I know that it's gonna be it's healthy, why should I eat junk?
Okay. And food is what? What is food?
Food is medicine, brother.
Okay, well, okay then, okay then. All right then. No, we did talk about those cactus, cactus whatnot though, and I know you just mentioned about cutting down the fever and stuff like that. You did say you have a blender, correct?
Yeah, I do that.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure soon we start finding those cactus laying around here. You already know what to do, huh? So, okay. Well, hopefully we'll have that class here soon for you before we leave out of Tanzania. And the Miss Holistic Health Coach, Gwelu Sekam, aka Gwen Carter, can show us those things. But before we leave here and move on to anything else we have to do later on in the day, economically, did you learn anything that you can see yourself empowering your people economically, educationally, politically, holistic health-wise, and even environmental, from that real talk session we had the other day? Do you see anything you can use? And if you can, you mind sharing any of those ideas that may be on your mind? I know I did hear you say that you are a poet